Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Star Creator Starco Gaming, and we are back with another Marvel Future Fight video, guys. If you are interested in our crystal coupon giveaway, there is two ways you can actually participate in these giveaways, guys. Way number one, you can join us on our live stream and enter the raffle for the giveaway. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, or you can join us on our Discord server. Link is in the description down below. You go in the Marvel Future Fight category and you jump on the channel called giveaway, and we do have a weekly giveaway there for crystal coupon. Just follow the instruction and you'll be able to enter that raffle. So this is the way to get crystal coupon on my channel, guys. Now let's talk about today's video, guys. Today's video I'm going to be talking about the gold uniform. We had a shit ton of new gold uniform that are available for gold. So today we're going to talk about the 15 best uniform that you can actually get for gold in the Marvel Future Fight. They will not be ranked because I don't believe that there's really a ranking for those uniform. Because it's really depends on which characters you have, on if you have the better uniform for those characters, and so much. It involves so much depending on the teams you're building them for, game modes you're building them for. So we're not really going to imply a ranking from position 1 to 15. We're just going to talk about 15 uniform that are very solid uniform, and why this is a good uniform to actually get for what game mode. So this is what we're going to be doing, guys. But first, a lot of people are asking me if this patch level up boxes actually give good rewards, guys. So I just want to share something with you guys. You know, every time that you level up in dispatch mission, you get a blue box, and you can actually get good stuff from there, guys. You can actually get good stuff, which is where we actually got that little thing here. Premium card, amazing Spider-Man. So you can definitely get something amazing from those boxes, guys. It is possible, and it's actually very lucky for me as a free-to-play player. I'm pretty happy to get that. Just need to re-roll it now. And also I got a regular mythical card from those boxes so far, so it is possible to actually get pretty decent rewards. Just wanted to add that there, guys, and I'm so happy to have that new premium card, so I had to showcase a little bit in the video, guys. But anyway, guys, we're going to be talking about gold uniform today in this video. So let's jump on the list, guys. First, we're going to have a old uniform we're going to be talking about. So let's jump in uniform, all uniform, and we're going to get started here. I think we have to rank them by price, right? I don't actually fully remember I ranked them before, but after the feature, yeah, we get into the gold uniform. So the first uniform we're going to be talking about, guys, is actually if I can get, there is so much more uniform than before. This is pretty ridiculous. Oh, I already own it, so I'm not going to be able to showcase it. So this is definitely not the uniform. This is uniform, guys. Lady Loki uniform. It is one of the best gold uniform available for sale. It's gonna make your Loki much better for universal female villain elements, battle extreme, stuff like that. If you do not own already Morgan Le Fay tier 2, for example, she can, and also when you use Loki as a male, can be useful for Alliance Battle Extreme Universal Villain. And also with that uniform, she gets a little bit stronger in Shadowland. This because of this freeze effect that's been added to the scepter bolt skill. So it is a very usable uniform, guys. If you don't want to go with the crystal uniform for Loki, well, that gold uniform is definitely gonna get the job done. And by the way, guys, gold uniform is good, but if you want to know, hey, if that uniform that costs crystal is better than the uniform that costs gold, yes, the answer is always going to be yes, guys. If there is a crystal uniform that was released after that gold uniform, answer is always going to be yes, that uniform is better than that gold uniform. Just wanted to make that clear, guys. Next, another characters that I already own, sadly. So how do we find those? So we're just gonna go in my characters list for a sec here, guys. The next uniform will be the Vision uniform. Vision uniform is amazing. There is no real skill up on that uniform, guys. Just increase attack and a little bit, you know, decrease debuff duration by 15%, increase all resistance by 15%, no skill change, but the fact that you get more power in that uniform, that turn vision, that is already a very solid character in a much stronger character. It's going to be useful in Wall Boss Ultimate, Alliance Battle Extreme. Shadowland is actually very strong in Shadowland, one of the best tier 1 character in Shadowland, definitely one of the best tier 2 characters in Shadowland too. So definitely a very strong unit. Even if you don't get a crystal uniform, you're gonna be able to do so much with this guy. He's probably the best uniform to actually have in the gold uniform, in my opinion, but that is just relative to what I think. So let's go back into the all uniform here. Let's go back down to I think we have to sort that by price again. We already sorted by price. Okay, we are good there. So the next uniform, guys, we're actually gonna go with the uniform I do not own. If we can find it, I wish there was a better filter to that. Actually, we can actually just type the name, right? We're gonna go with Elsa uniform, guys, here. Elsa, now you can actually get her Marvel Zombie uniform through not Marvel Zombie, but Monster Unleash uniform through this thing, and this Monster Unleash uniform is much better than the old uniform that was here, Secret Wars. Monster Unleash is better, so she stay on the list. Before she was on the list for that uniform, now she is on the list for that uniform. She get a lot stronger, guys. This uniform is awesome for her and actually make her usable, especially if you're gonna rank her up. I believe she has a tier 2.5 advancement now. I think I saw her in Danger Room, so this is definitely a very solid uniform for her. She's gonna be she's not gonna become a good if you just play her at tier 2 normally. She's not going to become a good Wall Boss Ultimate characters, but she's going to be doing a very solid job in well, she can do a solid job in the Speed Alliance Battle Extreme. She's just going to be able to get to your 100,000 point, and a very solid job in the Challenge, which is why this uniform is that good. Next uniform, guys, we are going to go with Iron Fist uniform. Which one? It's pretty simple. We're going to go with the one I own already, the Marvel Studio Iron Fist uniform. I think that if you don't go with a crystal uniform, this is the best uniform for Iron Fist. Pretty much make him unkillable in my opinion. So activation rate when HP is below 30%, apply to self, 10% recovery of max HP, invincibility for 5 seconds. In addition, you get a long ass iframe on the 5th skill, you get a dodge increase and ignore defense increase on that 3rd skill, and you get immunity to all damage on that 2nd skill. That's just an accumulated damage. That transform this guy that is actually kind of hard to play with previous uniform to a guy that is very easy to play with that uniform. Can do some early stage in the Wall Boss Ultimate, very useful in Shadowland, guys, and can actually do a decent score in Combat Hero Alliance Battle Extreme. So it is definitely a strong uniform to have. Next uniform, guys, we're gonna go with Mr. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, obviously there is better uniform available for him, but that new that old uniform, Marvel Doctor Strange, guys, from the Marvel Studio uniform, it's a very solid uniform for him. No skill changes, that it does not really need any skill changes, guys, but activation rate when skill Demon of the Neck is used, apply to self, 8% recovery of max HP and reflect damage, which is very useful. It is not, again, it is not the best uniform for him. The best uniform will be that uniform, obviously, but it is a very solid uniform that's going to make you Doctor Strange much stronger. Without the uniform, you're still going to be able to perform in pretty much every single game mode, but with this uniform is going to be able to perform a little bit more. So good characters with or without uniform for Wall Boss Ultimate, Alliance Battle Extreme, and Shadowland, and even PvP, this guy, to be honest, guys. Next on the list, guys, we have another from the Marvel Studio, guys. We have Ancient One. Wow, I can actually say the word here. So we have Ancient One, guys. This uniform turn Ancient One into a female character. The skills actually pretty much stay the same. Yeah, the skills stay the same. Apply to self, increase all buff effect by 15%, increase all debuff effect by 15%. It's pretty much the same, guys, the gameplay, but because you get extra stats, this is a very solid uniform. Also transfer transform her into a female, which can actually be quite useful. Next uniform we have, guys, is a guy that without uniform he is terrible, which is Thor. Thor, if you actually get his unworthy uniform, obviously it's not going to be as good as the other uniform, but he gets a full skill revamp here, which is going to help him a lot. He gets guards against it here, and I think that's the only immunity you actually get, but guards against it, that decreased damage all received by 15%, gets a little bit iframe, which increases survivability. Honestly, without uniform, this guy is total trash, so when you get access to that first uniform, it actually give him a little boost and can actually make him usable, so it is a very solid uniform to use on him. Next uniform, guys, we're gonna have a fan favorite here, Sharon Rogers uniform. Sharon Rogers without uniform is still decent characters, but with this uniform she gets a little bit stronger. Obviously you technically want to go with this uniform. That is really the uniform you want to end up with if you can, but if you don't plan to spend crystal on her, and then with this uniform she can perform very well at tier 3, can do some great wall boss ultimate content, can do some great shallow lane. She can be decent in Alliance battle extreme, so this uniform can actually get the job done, but I do not fully recommend this uniform because you really want to go with the meta uniform, one of the best uniform in the game, one of the most important uniform to go in the game here. But if you do not plan to get it, definitely that gold uniform is gonna get the job done. Next, guys, we have Groot uniform. We're gonna have the baby Groot uniform. I think baby Groot uniform is actually probably one of the best purchase as a free to play player, because baby Groot is not going to change your life that much, guys, but you're going to be able to use him as a striker in wall boss ultimate, wall boss legend, and he's going to be able to bring those healing orbs on the ground for you to actually get some survivability. Because if you go with, you know, uniform for gold, this is the him and Ancient One are the only two characters that's going to be able to bring the healing to you through well, Ancient One without uniform, baby Groot with uniform, and then after that you can think about anti-venom, but anti-venom you actually have to spend crystal for that uniform. So this uniform it also make Groot better a little bit, but really this uniform is really important to actually get that healing ability that is going to be able to do. I think it's the third skill is going to do when it pop. It's going to put a little flower on the ground, you walk on the flowers and you can heal as a strikers, and I think that is a very important ability in my opinion. Just for that, this uniform is worth it, but also can hold his own in content like Shadowland with this uniform by himself, so it's definitely a pretty decent uniform. Next uniform, guys, we're gonna go with Luke Cage. Luke Cage is not one of the best characters without uniform. Obviously with the most recent uniform he turned into a total monster, but for people who are not going to be getting that newest uniform for crystal, this uniform here, Marvel Studio is actually going to be doing a decent job. You can see here, increase the duration of skill, arrow fire, and reduce cooldown. Has guard break effect on skill, street style, and 2 skill changes, a big stun, increased physical defense to all eye. It is a decent uniform. This uniform will allow you to do some performance in Shadowland, maybe some good reflect in All in Conquest, but nothing really special. It's just make this character usable. The uniform you really want to go with is this one if you eventually go for crystal uniform, but as a gold uniform, this is a pretty decent uniform. Next, guys, we're gonna go with Miss Marvel actually has a pretty decent uniform here for gold, which is the Kennel Can uniform, which is the Karachi costume, guys. Actually turn her from a combat characters to a speed characters, and she get increased healing applied to self, 20% increase of HP, which is great, 10% increase of speed. She get a new skill here on that fourth skill, which increases her size and all attack, which is very important. She gets a lot of healing if built properly. That's going to make a Kennel Con that without uniform is not that great. With this uniform become much stronger. Obviously it's not as good as this uniform, but this uniform actually turn a keeper in combat, while this uniform actually make her a speed characters, which is quite useful. And this OG uniform. Let's call it OG uniform because this is a very old uniform. This used to be one of my favorite uniform to use because it is awesome. So definitely a very solid uniform, guys. Next uniform, we're going to be talking about Mr. Red Hulk. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as his latest uniform because it is pretty badass. But if we look at this uniform, guys, this uniform turned a Red Hulk that is total trash into a Red Hulk that can actually be usable in Shadowland, which is pretty great. You can see here activation rate when HP is below 50%, applied to self, 15% recovery on max HP every 7 seconds. So if you get max XP recovery, you're gonna pretty much getting like 37.5% healing every time you drop below 50% HP with a cooldown 7 seconds, which is actually pretty solid. And you get 2 skill changes, which is pretty great. This one gives you immunity to all damage for 3 seconds, which is awesome, combined with that healing. And then you get that 4th skill that does something different. It is a very solid uniform. It's going to be a Shadowland only uniform, and sadly, but it's still a pretty cool uniform. Although might actually be able to get some performances out of a Body by World Boss Ultimate with this one. Although his basic physical attack might not work that good, but it is definitely a pretty decent uniform. Next, guys, we're going to move with the uniform that was already on our list before, the She-Hulk uniform. This uniform is there. Okay, maybe it is not how you're supposed to write it, Starco. Let's just write she. So She-Hulk uniform, is it this one? Yes, you have this one, the other one, or actually for Crystal. So this uniform, there's only one reason why you want to get this uniform, is to increase her leadership. And then it's effect of lower up, so her leadership increase, which actually give her a better leadership. So this is the only reason to get that uniform. She is one of the best lead in the game, and by getting this uniform, you actually make her a better leader pretty much. That is the only reason to actually get this uniform. Next, guys, we're gonna have Wasp uniform. Wasp, I wear this uniform for so long, man. When it first came out, it's not gonna be a crazy, but it can actually be quite useful. You can see here activation rate, 5% chance when attack can apply enemy paralyzed, but it just make her a little bit stronger, because even without uniform, Wasp can actually be a good Shadowland character. She can be a good tier 2 debuff removal characters for timeline battle that you don't actually need to be a leader. So you have the uniform on her to increase her survivability, increase her damage a little bit, and she become a little bit better. A little bit like a Vision that we were talking about earlier. She's going to be a good debuff removal for PvP, the best debuff removal in the game, by the way, guys. And then she's going to be a decent character for Shadow, and that's pretty much what you can do if you get this uniform. But even without the uniform, she can actually do all that. She just dies so easily, you know, if you get it pretty much. And then the last uniform we're going to talk about today, guys, is going to be the Moon Knight uniform. Obviously, it is not as good as the newest uniform here, guys. This Mr. Knight is not as good as that, but it makes Moon Knight much more usable. You have 2 skill changes, increase the number of projectile on skill Crescent Dart. It makes the guy a little bit stronger. I think without uniform, this guy is pretty trash. With this uniform, he become usable, and with the other uniform, he become a total monster. But let's talk about this uniform, guys. This uniform can actually make him usable in Alliance Battle, Extreme Combat, Hero, decent Shadowland characters, and that's pretty much where it's gonna stop. But it's still a great uniform to get as a free-to-play player. In my opinion, guys, this list we just shared with you guys is probably the best 15 gold uniform in the game. If you don't agree, if you have other uniform, guys, you think that are better, let me know in the comment section, guys. As always, here is my list, guys. I just pop it on the screen in case you were wondering. You can actually find this list on my Discord server in the guide section under Marvel Future Fight category. This is my list. This is what I go with, guys. If you disagree with this list, again, let me know in the comment section. let's talk about it. If there's a uniform I should be adding on that list, guys, let me know too. I think this is really the 15 best uniform you can actually get there. This is my opinion. This is from my experience. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much all we had for this video. If you enjoyed the content, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check the bell so you get notified when we post a new video or go live with the live stream. Don't forget, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, and we do have crystal giveaway in every single stream. And also, guys, I want to thank you for being part of my community, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.